More turtles. We need to hear more turtles.
This is your mean squirrel, here with a quick disclaimer. This podcast contains explicit content and parental discretion is advised. So no bitching if you fucking get offended by anything. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Every time.
And what's bad is I'm sitting here.
Not that bad every time, you know.
While I'm doing that theme song, I'm sitting here taking the volume out of that track so they can't hear it, and then dropping it back in right on a. So there. It's just
right?
The whole time they're sitting there trying not to laugh out loud because they don't want to be heard while the. Oh God! So let's go full circle. This 2 weeks ago, 5 minutes ago, you heard the topic ended with boobs.
Titties.
And actually, we're gonna take
stretchers.
We're gonna take it from titties, because I drive on the Las Vegas Strip. I drive the Deuce. This is well known.
Okay, how many titties have you seen on the Las Vegas Strip?
We see
Lately,
plenty.
probably not as much as usual.
Well, yeah, it's been getting colder. We see plenty, but this last week there was a young lady, not unattractive,
Thank God.
not like not by no means a 10 or anything like that, but a fairly attractive young lady. She gets off my bus out the back door. She runs up to the front door and says, "You want to see my titties?"
Damn.
Sure.
And I'm like, I had to answer honestly. It's like, what man wouldn't? So I mean, and she's rocking at least some double D's. So she just like,
whoa,
there they are. And it's just like right out there on the side of the road. Here you go, titties.
Did she just
Whipping the girls out, huh?
She just whipped them right out there
like,
on
was she proud because she just purchased some new ones? Is that what it was? I mean,
no, I mean they look natural. They weren't like super firm for that size. They were natural large titties. And she just
okay.
She was in, I guess, in Vegas.
I guess so.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, baby.
And
But then
on
again,
YouTube, and on Instagram, and on Facebook, and any more on Pornhub.
I mean, I'm gonna be a little bit, of an asshole here, because that still brings up gender equality crap. Because if a guy, when a female bus driver is like, "You want to see my dick?" and he pulled out his dick, I mean, she'd have him fucking arrested.
Immediately in jail.
Yeah.
Exactly. How fair?
And but I also think that this is a matter of even women don't think that dicks are pretty.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You're looking at okay. Women are artistically looking. Men are utilitarian. That's it.
Even women don't think that dicks are pretty. Now,
put that shit away.
Now, if you have some hot guy get off the bus and he wanted to show that crease, now we all know that crease that we're talking about, yeah, or every woman knows that crease that you're talking about. Like if you ask your lady, that crease that's right here on the hip bone.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. If the dude's got a full V pack, yeah, he's got 6 or 8, and he's got that V on the bottom.
That V
And
on the
Anything
bottom.
over 6 is disgusting, though.
And but
an 8-pack.
if a guy's got that, V cut, if a guy's got that V cut, a woman would not be offended. It's like, hey, check it out. And a woman would be like,
You know what?
but
That
that same guy whips out his dick, and there'd be an issue. Now, and the reason why is because dicks are not pretty.
Okay.
You gotta admit, if
talk
some
about
guy whipped out his
equality on
dick
that
in front of
aspect,
you,
but-
if some guy whipped out his dick in front of you, would you be happy to see that?
Not particularly. No.
No.
See, that goes. That's also that would also go with if some woman whipped out her vag. I wouldn't want to see that.
Some vages are kind of pretty.
Okay,
Some. I have to say some.
I'm just saying. I wouldn't want to
some.
see that out on the street. But like whipping some titties out. I kind of think that I wish that it was legal for women to walk around topless.
I
Why
don't.
not?
It is.
I can do it.
It is in Hawaii.
See?
Yeah, it is.
It is in Hawaii.
Yeah,
Now-
in a state, one state, ladies. That's all I know.
New
Of.
York City. It's illegal in New York City. You will not get arrested for lewd conduct in New York City. There have been porn actors who tested it.
Well, that's because they figure you're an activist and you're walking with a picket sign. Okay,
Well, that's true.
That might be
still-
true.
it is
too.
New York.
But
Yeah.
but at the same time, and I have to say, it is some vag can be pretty. Some vag is absolutely not. When you get some hanging flappy beefsteak fucking things going on, that's not pretty to look at. I mean, and some
You mean when it's
ladies
flapping in the wind?
Oh, dude, some ladies got that. Like,
It's no part of their own, though, sometimes. Unfortunately, it's no fault of their own. It's just how shaped.
right? It's just
what
a
it
shape, but
It could be genetic.
It can be, but the issue
It actually
is
can be. You joke about it. It is real.
it's genetic and it's fact. I mean, and it happens, but that does not make for a pretty vagina.
No, it does not.
It does not. Some vaginas are just simply not pretty. That does not mean they don't work well.
No, that doesn't. They can still work just as well.
They can be
I
snug
will
as a
always
bug.
say beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
There you
Some
go.
people will like that. Some people
Exactly.
will like that a lot.
Some people would. Some people
See,
would.
The human body in general, though, with all the disorders and genetics, it all comes down to what you think is beautiful.
Yeah.
My only thought on it is, though, when it comes to what is pretty to look at just in any given situation, generally speaking, above the waist is attractive. Below the waist is hit or miss.
There you go. That goes for both sides, though.
Yeah.
Generally
that's
speaking-
right.
Hold on.
Generally
Let me correct
speaking,
myself. Not both sides, all sides these days.
right, all
Can't
sides.
be.
Yeah.
Sorry,
All
can't
sides.
be all
Yeah.
sides, not both.
But yeah, it's just a matter of above the waist is. I mean, even gay guys obsess over boobs. They
Yes,
do.
that's
They
the
do.
weirdest one.
They do.
Well, you know what?
And not
That's
all
over.
do.
It has
Not all do.
It has
but
something to do if they were breastfed. Literally, there's been studies that show that men that have been breastfed actually obsessed over boobs, regardless what way they swing.
regardless of gender preference.
Yes, regardless of the general
Or
gen-
sexual orientation.
There you go. Thank you.
I don't even know if I was breastfed, but I've always been a breast man.
You probably were then. You probably.
But see, now here's my thing though. I've talked to guys that love a big ass. I've talked to guys that love a big titties. I like proportion.
Hourglass shape is pretty nice too.
Well,
but-
no, and
Yeah.
that's hourglass is good too. But my thing is,
it's
give me
not
proportion.
always natural.
don't be walking around with freaking, washboard titties and a big round ass.
It don't work.
And don't be walking around with some
Actually,
double D's
okay,
and pancake ass. Just
I was gonna say that.
and
There's some guys out there that are that way too. Okay.
and there are. I've got a pancake ass. Ever since I lost weight, I've got like zero ass. There is no curve. I go from the top of my back to the floor.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but now that you brought it up,
all my curves are in the.
Checking your ass out.
All my curves are in the front.
hey, you know what? He's gonna stand up in front of the camera as many times as he did recently. You can't help but notice there's no ass there.
I got no ass. I got none. And
we all know that.
And Bratty makes fun of me for it all the time. But the thing for me is, though, be proportionate. If you're gonna be big up top, be big at the bottom. If you're gonna be somewhere in the middle, if you're gonna have like some B's or C's, you can have a smaller ass, but don't have no ass and don't have a giant ass. Just like
what? Wait, hold up. Wait a minute.
Just proportionate.
Yeah,
otherwise, it just
hold on, Svein. Hey, what it is though is you got people that have their preference that prefer junk in the trunk to things on top. Okay,
right.
Or you have people that prefer all that up front, nothing in back.
Again,
It's
beauty.
all in
in
proportion to what somebody enjoys. I mean, you got to understand. You got people out there that are leg people,
right? No,
men and women.
Oh yeah.
And again, for me, it's proportionate. You could be flat assed and flat tittied.
And then you're fine with that.
And you can still be hot. You could be big ass, big tittied. You could be hot as hell.
I'm not saying anybody in general is a bitch.
You could be a big girl. You could be a skinny girl. You could be anything in between.
It's just the BB lands up with the pony bit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Don't be pear shaped.
Hey, everybody's shape is good.
Yeah.
I know that you got men out there though that you sit here and talk about portion, but then you got some men and women both ways that are so out of portion in the mid gut there,
right?
Oh, yeah.
That it just bleeds to the rest of their body, and they got these tiny little T-Rex hands.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
You didn't see me stand up in front of the camera, did you? Unfortunately, at times.
Okay, but though too though is when somebody's like that, usually a lot of times their self-esteem is low.
Yeah,
and to tell you the truth, I understand it. A lot. I know Svein's been there. I've been there. Well, maybe not the T-Rex hand thing, but
no, I've always had giant, like abnormally large ham hands. I mean, just
okay. We've been there, and we've both been up there and pretty big in size.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it happens, and your self-confidence is shot. But you know what? I've actually met several women, and I do say women that are big women, but they are very confident in the way they feel. And I mean, people like them, I'm very comfortable around. But you sit there and you're a big person and you're uncomfortable. You make me uncomfortable.
Right.
I don't know how. I mean, it rubs off, and
And
I'm not saying why I understand the self-esteem thing. I got it. Everybody
that's why
goes
I
through
bring
it.
up. It's like, look, you could be skinny, you could be big, you could be whatever size
you want to be.
Personal preference, please be proportionate though. If you're going to be big everywhere.
Yeah.
It
hold on,
throws me off when
actually,
somebody's like got an awkward shape.
Come on, Svein. You've seen some women that are big chested, big butted, and tiny waisted in bikinis on the beach like I have, and drooled over them. Don't even start.
That's still proportionate. Big butt, tiny waist. It's the hourglass. The top and the bottom match. If the middle is thrown in there, whatever. But if the top and the bottom match, that's it.
That's all that matters.
That's
I'm kind of going along the lines where Raven was talking about, and where, as long as they're confident and comfortable
There
in
you
their own
go.
skin, I think I find that more attractive than them being proportional or anything else. As long as they're confident and comfortable in their own
No.
skin, and they know who they are, that matters more than anything
No.
else. Honestly.
that part for me is the relationship part.
There you go. You bring
that
that up.
part is the relationship part. If I'm going purely on looks, you got to be proportionate.
Yeah.
But
Proportional,
if you're confident in yourself and you're a wonderful person, you could be as lopsided as Quasimodo. You could walk around with a fucking hunchback and have no ass and giant titties. I wouldn't care, because the person you are makes you attractive.
Yes.
That's the difference. Relationship will make you completely ignore the physical attributes. But if I'm going for purely just like, okay, that person's hot.
Okay, so you're just going off of animal instinct.
Animal instinct. Animal instinct.
If you're going off the animal instinct, yes, proportional is where it's at. I agree. But if you're not going for that, and you're going for the human connection, that we all need, which has been really, really low this year, then a relationship.
If you're looking at the relationship side of things and things like that, then absolutely. The personality and your confidence and your intelligence and able to hold a fucking conversation. That's probably one of the biggest things for me is I have walked away from a smoking hot woman. Smoking hot, because she was dumb as a rock.
Oh.
Can't
Just
hold a real
you're
conversation.
hot, don't make you smart.
Can't hold a real conversation, and that's the thing. I don't think I've ever.
I'm lucky I've never had to deal with that.
And it's weird, and I've had women take offense to this that I've dated, but I've never dated or been in a relationship with a 10 physically.
I can concur. I've never been in a relationship with a 10.
And
I don't know if I could. I would say at the time when I first got into, you remember her, Greg?
I would have given her at least an 8 or 9.
Okay, and I'm talking, but we met in high school. Okay, she was on gymnastics, swim team.
Okay,
she was a 10.
Yeah,
she was 10.
She was hot.
But and she was working out, and she was lucky to have certain genetics. But you know.
Yeah, there's a whole story behind that one. But
let's not get into that story then, okay?
But
that sounds like it would take up the whole episode.
Oh, it could, and it's
10 episodes.
Most failed relationships could. We've all had them, but
yes, some of us more recently than others.
Yeah. For me though, I've been physically attracted to some women, and I've gotten shit recently, and actually for the past 14 years. Wait, 13. How old's your kid again, Raven?
Little Raven is 12 years old, and in a few weeks from now,
he'll be 13.
13.
Okay. So for 13 years, I've gotten shit because my better half has always talked shit because I was attracted to somebody else first.
Whatever.
But
I was
physically
exactly. I was physically attracted to somebody else because I thought she was hot, and that's who I was talking to. And she turns out to be somebody who can't keep a tampon in her pussy while she's working out because it falls out.
Oof.
Wait, now I know exactly who you're talking about.
Exactly. I thought she was pretty hot, and I was into that, but not relationship material. I've always had a thing for like the goth tattooed dark, mysterious.
Yeah, that's why I
thing.
said I can see that. I mean, I know exactly where we're going there.
But
You know, I don't know many men that don't like goth. Okay.
Yeah, for some reason, goth just adds.
I'm one.
Goth just adds
I
a
don't
couple
really go
couple
that
layers
fan.
of hot.
I
to
didn't
me.
say every man or woman. I just said I don't know many that don't.
Well,
No.
nice to meet you.
the woman that I ended up with, and I'm happy I met her. I was a dumbass, and it took me forever to actually call her because I was Captain
Okay.
Oblivious.
Yes,
We've had
it
this
did.
Which
episode.
guy isn't a dumbass when they're...
Yeah, every guy's a dumbass at some point. But
I admit the same thing. I was a total dumbass when I was younger.
that first
Yeah, and-
that first week,
You know, I can't really say that I was a total dumbass about it because I mean, I was more of the nice guy, and you know, the saying about nice guys always finish last. I can't really say that's true or not, but I had a lot of my friends were 10s, but I never got to date them. I was,
Yeah.
you know,
And that's
actually
why they were your
this way.
friends.
Well, here's the thing. For 3 years of high school, okay, and I don't know how this happened, but for 3 years of high school, even though I was dating a nice, I'd have to put her at about a 7, 8, okay? She had great personality, you know, great, and maybe not the greatest conversationalist, but, you know, she was relatable because where we were living in Chicago. But anyway, for 3 years... I was on the cheerleading team, and the entire time I was there, everybody on the football field thought I was gay. And
You were the smartest guy in the school.
and you know what's funny?
the straight
I had
guy
a lot
on
of
the
guys
cheerleading team.
kept make you know they you know I understand you know with those guys that saying coming out of the closet is hard, this and that. Okay, I'm not, or I got nothing against you know anybody's sexuality, and I'm not making fun of them. But I mean, they literally thought I was gay, and because of that, you know what? I got drug into that woman's locker room more than they did,
Yeah,
and I kept my mouth shut.
Yeah.
right. What man wouldn't?
I would let them think that. Go ahead, you can think that. Hey, yeah.
They sat there, made fun of me, called me names, this and that, and you know what? I was in there seeing their girlfriends. Getting ready for practice, getting ready for games, and what were they doing? And what were all these guys doing? Slapping each other on the ass. Hey, let's have a good game.
I was in
Who's the gay
drama.
one now?
I was in drama. Let me tell you.
Oh, drama?
Those
Yeah.
drama girls.
That'll work.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we had a couple drama girls that were 10s.
And the funny part was that the guys that weren't in drama all assumed that the guys that were in drama were gay. Almost
did they
none
know.
of us were. And all the women
Like I
that
said,
were in
little did
drama
they know.
knew that because we were all getting laid all the time.
See, when it came to drama, I was actually a tech director in my drama. Here's the funny thing. Tech director, one of the jobs of the tech director was to fit everybody for a lapel microphone.
Yeah,
Okay? And the best place, and trust me, the best place to put these was I actually physically had to use the specialized tape that they make so it doesn't irritate your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to tape the cable to bare skin. So imagine some of the titties and panties I got to see. And all the while,
Yep.
like Svein said, all these people, other people that weren't in there going, he's gay.
Right. And the people that are actually in drama know the truth, but the people that were
Well, actually, a lot of people in
Yeah.
drama thought I was.
well, hey. You
And
know
let
what?
you
just
get
let it
away
go.
with everything. Yeah. Yeah, why
I
not?
just let it go. You know, I wasn't going to get upset. I
Absolute
mean, hell,
genius. Why
Yeah.
would you not let that go?
why ruin a good thing, ladies and gentlemen? Why
Yes.
ruin a good thing?
Oh
if you
man.
got something that good, just roll with it.
Yes, I rolled with it. At this point, I probably sound like a chauvinistic pig, but you know what?
Oh well.
I don't care.
I was a man slut, so I don't know
I had
how
not that ability.
I don't know how it ended up, but like for the first 25 years of my life, I can't tell you how many times I had it just thrown at me. Just
Yeah, well, fuck.
Yeah, I can't really say that because I
have woken
sorry.
up to one woman mounting my face while the other one was straddling my lap. I woke up that way.
and I only have one thing to say about that. Damn.
I don't know how it happened. I don't know why, but, and then I don't know at what point it changed. I have no
Somebody
clue.
was high.
Yeah, what were you smoking or drinking that night, bro?
What were you on and not sharing?
Dude, the hardest thing I've ever touched was pot. Pot and alcohol. That's it. That's the
what
hardest
they
thing I've ever
told
touched.
you. They told you.
And I haven't even fucked with pot in. Oh God.
Probably for about as long as you've known me, maybe a little long.
No. Since I've known you, while I was living in Hawaii, I smoked pot a couple of times with my mom.
Oh, no. I know about that time. I'm not talking that. I'm talking about on your own.
Yeah, no, I haven't smoked pot that was mine since I was 22 or something like that. So that's been
Okay. See, and I do know
More
one
than
thing
20 years.
personally here because of the fact that we did share a domicile for a while.
yes. I
did.
I was sleeping in your spare bedroom.
Spare bedroom and my couch.
Yep. You were there for the beginning of the DJ experiment.
Yes, I was. I was your roadie for a little while too.
Yep.
Gosh.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Get him working up at the Barefoot Bar there down in Waikiki at the Halikoa. Oh man,
That was
You wouldn't
before I
believe it.
met. That was before I met you, Leo. That was
Yeah.
I was a DJ down at the Barefoot Bar.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. And the time it rained 40 days and 40 nights.
Yep.
And you lost all your equipment.
oh yeah,
That was bad.
That was the fun. That was a fun time. Having the MPs come knock on my door while we're all throwing a LAN party with Guild Wars.
Oh,
Yep, that
Guild
was back in
Wars.
the,
God damn. I remember you tried to get me playing Guild Wars for so long, dude.
I still have Guild Wars too.
Oh, I'll play it occasionally. I haven't been on in a few weeks because I've been doing school.
And
I've never played the game. Never played the game at all.
I've got Diablo. Guild Wars 2 is actually a free download now.
Yes, it is.
You can get
Yes.
the core game for free.
I still
It's a
don't
lot of
have the
fun.
right setup for it, though. I know
that's-
laptop would not be able to handle it.
His laptop, from the way you're describing it away, yeah, it might crash the laptop.
I'm more definitely crash the laptop. It'll
Yeah.
definitely crash the laptop.
I'm surprised mine handles it, but it does. The
And I don't have a problem running it on my rig.
Yeah, there we go. Bragging again. There's the rig. That's what we're calling it. Okay.
Right.
It's a rig.
Right.
Anybody who's built their own computer has their own terms, or they just call it the rig or something like that.
Okay, because I was a dumbass and didn't run to the bathroom in between recording episodes, I'm going to have to run to the bathroom really quick, ladies and gentlemen,
And he
because
does
the
it
whole
again.
world
It's gonna
needs
be
to
the
know that I'm going to
second
run and take a
episode
leak.
in a row. Second episode in a row. He's going to leave the episode.
Yes, he will.
Here we go. And there goes the flat ass.
Talk about that ass.
And every time he stands up in front of that camera, that's what I'm not going to see. Because it's not there.
You're just gonna keep seeing it and go that ass, that ass.
No,
It don't exist. It don't exist.
Even if he turned around and faced into the camera and be like, Greg, what are you doing? Why are you showing us cardboard? I mean, what the hell? Yeah, it's alright. He deserves it. He's gonna walk up and get out in the middle of a podcast. He deserves us to, talk about him not having something correct.
You know what? You know what? You also gotta understand though. I don't know how long. I mean, I wasn't there when you met Greg. You were after me.
Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, Greg, he's always been a good man, a good guy.
Yeah.
And
This is
he's
true.
had some tough luck over the years. Okay.
Some of it, yeah.
And I think we all come to a time when we end up with tough luck. It hits everybody. Now, some of us, it literally follows the whole Celtic thing of 3 for some of us.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I think I've had stuff in 3, but I don't know if I've never made that connection.
See, and in my case, I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop after the other 2 have already happened.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're talking about bad, down on your luck, bad shit happening in 3s.
Oh. Yours was just an extended 3. You had the issues with your mom, then you moved to Utah.
Okay.
And then
hold on.
Just say it like
if you
that.
really want to back that up, okay? When I left Hawaii, it started.
Yeah, that's number 1. But
Okay,
I don't know if
you
that's
got to
good or
remember,
bad.
they lost my dog for 12 hours in Dulles Airport in the middle of a thunderstorm.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we found the dog. We were running all over the airport till they had a plane ready for us, and we ended up back at our original terminal and left 3 hours after we originally were supposed to. Okay.
What?
And then after that, landed, and this was the even more funny part, or messed up part. The dog was on the plane with us, but all of our luggage.
The luggage was on the other plane.
Hold on. Well, no. I had 2 suitcases go to France, 2 cases go to Quebec, and 1 went to Tijuana.
How and where did you go? You went to Utah?
And I ended up no. St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up in Missouri, and trust me, it was
Straight to
miserable.
Missouri. Yeah,
And then, we were in the airport for about 2 days waiting for the luggage to come in. I almost missed my appointment to pick my car up, and when we got out to get my car, we were there early in the morning and didn't leave till 5, 6 o'clock at night because they kept telling me my car wasn't there, and I'm looking right at it, and I pulled the key out, went to go start it, and they're like, sir, you can't just take anyone's car. I'm like, it's mine. Then the manager showed up. The manager of this place shows up and pulls my paperwork out, goes, oh, yeah, it's right there.
Freaking darn.
And then we drive from there for 5, 6 hours to the place I'm supposed to be moving into. We get there, and the renovation wasn't even complete.
What in the... Who planned this?
So, you want to talk about dot on your luck in 3-4 day time frame? It sucked. Then I ended up living in a hotel for 6 to 8 months with my family.
I just noticed the time.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sucked. But then, things started looking a little better. Then I got out of the military. They raised my mortgage on me, so I let it go. And then I ended up out here in Utah. Mormonville, USA.
Yeah, dude, you hit rock bottom, so all you can do is go up.
Number 3.
They keep saying the only thing that's left is to go up. Then why does the hole feel like it's getting deeper?
Dude. Okay, so you lost the whole digger.
We'll see how that works out in a year. Okay?
That's what the divorce papers were about. You lost the whole digger.
And we'll see how that goes in a year. How's that sound?
All right, we'll see how that goes.
I can say a year after the divorce papers, things really starting to brighten up. Because I know when mine finally went through, about a year after is when things clearly started to, click into gear. To you can see actually the possibility of light at the end of the tunnel.
You started figuring out. You started figuring out how to be you.
Why I said within a year, because my things are changing here in a year. I'm moving again.
Yeah.
But
it's a matter of it takes a period of time after a divorce to figure out how to function as you.
You know what though?
What life is without the wife.
My marriage was basically just me on my own as it was because we really never talked. Communication never really happened too much.
Right, but there's still a difference between your life as a husband, and even if you weren't talking, even if the communication wasn't there, even if we weren't talking about the pussy licking itself on the couch behind you.
I was about to say the same thing, dude. What you're doing behind you? What in the world? What is your cat doing on the back of that couch? I'm totally jealous of how flexible cats are.
Right?
He's sitting there
Right?
cleaning. Just so you know, he has no balls.
Because if you could lick your
I'd
balls,
still be
would you
trying
not?
to. If I was that flexible, I'd still try.
What was that saying?
If you could lick your balls, would you not suck your own dick? I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
If I don't know,
would you?
I'd try.
Bratty comes from the background saying, I've seen a guy do it before. It's kind of scary. But
Yeah, I think everybody's seen it. If you've seen some scary movie shit, you know.
the idea is, though, is it takes a period of
Think about that.
time. No matter what the relationship was, that relationship was still a relationship. You still functioned and
Yes, it was.
adjusted your life based around this person. Your life is still different with that person in it, whether you were communicating well or not. Your life is still different than what it is without them there. And it takes a period of time to adjust to that.
I know for a fact that you went through divorce yourself, so you understand that aspect.
Twice.
See?
Okay, who was real dumbass here? Twice? Yes, damn.
Right. And you know, Raven sat there and told me, it's like, you know, he's had nothing but bad experiences with relationships. It's like, dude, no, I've had way more relationships and none of them have worked until this one.
Yeah. That's true. We've had that conversation
I've
multiple
had
times.
way more failed relationships, and the concept and I've had that point a few times where I was like, oh my God, is it even possible to have a good relationship? Is it even feasible?
It can be. It's just finding the right person.
And at that point, it came down to finding the right person that's your brand of weird.
Yeah. Kind of hard for me. My
Your-
brand of weird is way different.
Your brand of weird. Well, we're not going to talk about your leather daddy tendencies, okay? We don't need to go there. But
It's get it right. It's Lolita Goth and anime, damn it.
oh, okay, Lolita Goth and anime. But
Okay. You'd be surprised how many people are actually into that, especially the opposite sex.
You know,
what? I'm not
it's bad
arguing it. I don't.
because Bratty's in the back in the bedroom, and she's just laughing her ass off because she can hear at least she can hear my side of the conversation. She has no idea who I'm talking about and the fact that I was being completely sarcastic there. So she's just busting up laughing back there. And I was talking about Ray, but
Yes.
it's
You damn well know it ain't me.
Yes, you brought me on here to talk about me, and I've given part of my life story tonight.
yeah, and well, that's the benefit of being on the Squirrel Tangent. You end up divulging some shit that you never even knew was important or entertaining until you started talking about it, and it's like,
Oh, it's
wow.
entertaining. It's just not important. How's that sound?
But
I came here to be counseled tonight. You know, I'm just kidding.
The important thing is that you just got to figure out who you are without that person, and that takes time.
Hey, Svein, you gonna give me a shoulder to cry on tonight?
Here's your digital shoulder. Okay,
Thank
there you go.
Thank
there
you.
go.
I'm gonna wipe my tears away now.
We'll do the COVID
Digital
high
air hugs.
five. Yeah,
All around.
The air five.
Air five.
Dude, that's so messed up.
Oh man, but you know, and I bet nobody thought they'd be listening and getting relationship advice from three dudes.
Three divorced guys.
Three divorced guys. Three divorced guys. One of us I'm a two-peter. You know, I
He's a two-time champ.
two-peter. I don't have two Peters. Ew.
Hey.
That's a whole special kind of. that's a whole special kind of porn category. Okay, that's
Well,
Klingon
you can get
sex
a
right there.
prosthetic. You can get a
I could get a prosthetic.
I
I could get a
Yeah, it's
prosthetic.
called a strap.
I've actually heard. I don't know where I saw this, but somebody was saying that it was some meme someplace that Klingons have two dicks.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
I'm not going to ask either.
And I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, wow, who, what? Like,
I thought it was sharks, dude. I really thought it was sharks. I didn't know Klingons. What the fuck?
I know ducks have corkscrew penises.
Great for them? Ow? For the girl?
Yeah, ow.
Yeah, no, it actually is an issue. And which animal has
this information?
which
dude.
animal has like a forked penis? I think that's pigs. I think kangaroos have a forked penis. Like
You got to remember,
it
cats
comes
have
out
a
That was
barb on
Brandy
their
all the way in the
penis.
back. Cat have a barb on their.
Cats
Ow!
do.
Yep.
That's what the hell.
Yeah. No. And
Make humans sound like the most, like, you know.
we're
crazy
vanilla,
ones.
dude. Humans are boring.
For real.
Humans
right.
are boring.
Vanilla. We're
And
the vanilla
again,
ones.
the dick is not pretty, but humans are boring. You know.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I think we're the most boring now when it comes
Out
to
of all the
dicks.
dicks, out of all the dicks on this planet, humans are the least interesting, and even they're ugly. But do you know?
Is that why there's so many different types in the stores? Like when you go to those stores, they have so many different styles, right? Because the
Right,
regular one
right.
is absolutely boring.
Right, and you know, like they have the selection, and yeah, no, you go to adult stores, and here's the funny thing. You can have an
Oh, don't bring
entire
up the nightstick.
wall. You can have an entire wall of pocket pussies, and they are all identical with the exception of color. That's it. That's the only difference.
Well,
But you
yeah,
go to the
And
wall of
material
is the
you
other
go to the
difference.
wall of
Yeah.
dildos, and like there's 200 different shapes, sizes, veins, no veins,
thing is-
vinyl, plastic, wood,
There
glass.
isn't just one wall for those. There
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
just one
No, there's
wall.
like
yeah.
3 or 4.
Yes, yes.
There's like
yes.
3.
If there's 4 walls in the room, there's 3 of them with the penises, and
3 are penis, one's pussy.
Yeah.
And depending on the state you live in, you might have a tiny section for pocket pussies. I mean, that takes up no bigger than about a 24 inch by 6 foot area. And the
Right,
rest
right.
is dildos.
That's kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
now we've all gone into stores like Ross's and things like that where they have the overstock stuff. And you look at the women's section for shoes and it's 15 aisles. You look at the men's sections for shoes and it's like 2.
Or
Yeah.
well, you know, you look, or you go in and you see the men's section. It's barely half an aisle.
Right. You don't get anything. Okay, I'm being told that the kids are about ready to gnaw off mommy's toes in the back. Our fur babies are hungry.
In other words, you're leaving us again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
go. I gotta go feed the fur babies before the
we're,
fur babies.
and we're gonna be showing the
eat other
cardboard
half.
one more time.
He's gonna show
Yeah,
the
look
flat
at this
ass.
pancake ass.
Or
There's
no
the
ass.
cardboard. There's the cardboard. See? Thank you very
And he
much.
rubbed it right for us.
I am. I am. He's proud of that cardboard. And you know what? I'm happy for him. If he's going to be that proud of it, good for you, bro. 'Cause what else can you do? Right?
There ain't much else you can do about that. Not at all.
If that's what he wants to be proud of, okay.
You know,
At least he isn't, actually dropping trowel and showing us.
oh hell
That
no!
would be a
Then
little much.
I would be leaving. I would be leaving the channel.
Podcast over. Podcast over. I'm sorry. Podcast over. No, we can't do this. Never coming back on this.
Oh no, the podcast wouldn't be over. He'd be banned for 2 weeks from the channel.
The admins have banned you for 2 weeks.
But here's the funny thing: he is one of the admins on my channel.
Oh, the admin has banned an admin. See, how do you deal with that? I've
Oh,
always
it happens.
wondered about that. Like, do they have, on some of these Discord channels, do they have moderators that get up at each other? They
Yes.
have seriously. I've never like been that involved in this stuff.
You
Like,
can actually set up with Discord. You can actually set up your moderators and your admin, and and you give certain permissions and rights, and you can actually
Right.
set up. I know you can kick people, you can ban people, but I'm not sure if you can set an actual like time frame wise. So, because I've never banned or kicked anyone, and I don't plan on it right now. Doesn't mean
you
it
never
won't
know.
happen.
It depends. Like, how big does this gonna get? Right? If this gets
Yeah,
big
I
for
mean
you,
the squirrel
then I
tangent. The squirrel tangent here has been around for what, a little over a year now, and he does decent
I think
and
so.
good. And then you got me with the Raven's Nest channel. You can find it on YouTube and also on Spotify.
I've been very, very pleasantly surprised to find that Spotify is supporting a lot of different podcasts now.
Yes, I was surprised about that too. I'm actually going through a website called Anchor FM, so it puts it at several different locations for free.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was wondering about that. How do people
now,
go about
I
getting
still-
more platforms?
Yeah, I still have to do YouTube separately though, because it doesn't send it to YouTube directly. Because YouTube wants a video, not an audio file.
Right. You upload some sort of video. I mean, still, can't you just like put up some kind of background and then throw audio in front of it and shit like
That's
that?
what I do, and I do that, and it takes a few minutes to get that set up, and then file saved, and then uploaded.
Okay. So it's not too different.
Yeah, because the only thing on my on the YouTube right now is the trailer
Right.
and episode 1.
Did you guys get the full intro done and everything like that?
It was, the intro is always going to be a work in progress because you'll find different ambient musics and stuff depending on what the topic will be. But I mean, I have my general ambient and general sounds theme that I'll be using.
Did you guys
That works
hear?
out.
Could you guys actually hear Bratty in the background?
A little.
A little bit, but couldn't understand her.
Okay. When this gets published, I'm thinking you're probably going to be able to hear it a little bit better.
You usually can.
The hell is she yelling back there?
Something about dicks. I don't know.
Bitches with
Just
little
say it.
penises and flat asses.
Well, I think we just came up with the title for this episode.
Yeah, I think we did just come up with the title for this episode. Bitches with little penises and flat asses.
I love it. Yes.
As always, the Bratty Squirrel will have to put something in there.
The Bratty
make
Squirrel's
it
got to
special.
name it. That's all. As long as she names it,
Yeah.
I'm sure that makes everything happy. We know who wears the pants in his relationship.
Well, he can't. He don't fall off his flat ass.
Dude, and one of the things that I like, the first time I really noticed I lost weight though was when I got out of the shower and I could wrap a towel around my waist.
Yes.
Oh.
The days.
Like, it was weird.
And we're not talking about the beach towel from Hawaii.
No,
We're talking
No,
about
we're
regular
talking
towel.
like a regular bath towel, and
Off the rack.
and being able to wrap that around my waist and have it not look like some kind of like weird split up the side skirt, like it was fully closed, and
See, that's the problem. You lost all the sexiness there.
and Braddy's in the background saying, and it fell off because I have no ass.
We just said that earlier.
The peanut gallery wins the night, but that's of course
Yes.
that's why she's my better half and I'm just the squirrel wrangler. But
Exactly.
Does she really have peanuts though? I mean, seriously.
no, but
I'm
she does
hungry.
have some cashews. We've got cashews.
Cashews. Ooh, that's good. I like cashews better.
I need to find some peanuts with shells. That actually sounds like a good idea.
See, now we're all fucking. Damn it.
Hey. Speaking of peanuts, Texas Roadhouse, okay, used to be able to go in there and they had, it actually looked like a country type place. When you walk in, they had peanut shells all over the floor and signs on the door telling you, hey, if you have a peanut allergy, be careful. Now you go there. Now you go. It's like, yeah, you drop that. You need to pick that up. And here's the Lysol wipe. Clean that spot, please.
I am not muting. I am not muting you, Brandy. And
Oh my!
I'm just teasing. I haven't been to Texas Roadhouse since before this epidemic because it's expensive.
Wow.
But I know how messy it has been. I don't know about now. What is she yelling about?
She's just making fun of me in the background. It's typical. I deserve it, but you know.
Yeah, we all know that you deserve a slap upside the head every now and then. Okay, even if it is a proverbial and verbal.
Right. But
It's just we wish we could hear it more.
Exactly.
That's all we want. We just want better audio.
well, okay.
You know, it sounds like you need to go get a wireless.
Right? It would be great if we could just have a wireless and just hand her a microphone. I mean, this thing only has I only have a 10-foot cord, so yeah.
I have to find my wireless in storage. I might be able to let you borrow it in a year when I go out there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going from Mormonville, USA to what happens there stays there, Vegas.
Right. Coming to the 9th island soon. But,
yes.
Oh, man. You know what? We are hitting on 50 minutes, and Leo, our mongoose, said that he wants to do some cardio tonight, so he you know,
he's got to go with his girl.
Yeah, and Bratty in the background saying, "Meaning you want to go oof."
I'll get my cardio in. I'm going to lift this big bottle of water and drink it.
Oh, God.
Hey, take your time.
As we hear the turtles oofing in the background, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to yet another episode of the Squirrel Tangent. Unfortunately, without the Bratty Squirrel, we will get her back. Make sure that you check out our channel and we'll bring her back. And we're going to be having the Christmas Carol coming up soon. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be able to hear me and Raven on the Raven's Nest channel. Also going to be on YouTube and a whole bunch of other things. Make sure you check us out on our Patreon at patreon.com/thesquirreltangent. And Bratty in the background yelling because we need to get her back on here. Ladies and gentlemen, aloha.
Bye-bye. Bye, Karen.
Hi, Karen.